For the next 24 hours, we're going to be traveling from Indonesia to Taiwan. Normally, a flight like this would not take 24 hours, but we have opted for a long 19-hour layover in one of our favorite cities, Singapore. Wow.
Right in. This is delicious.
Thankfully, we won't be sleeping in any uncomfortable airport chairs because we have booked a stay in Yotel Air. Oh my god! Singapore Changi has repeatedly been voted as the best airport in the world, and we could easily spend our entire layover here. But we cannot miss a chance to head into Singapore and try some delicious pork and center food, plus tick off a bucket list Singapore attraction. Singapore is one of those cities that every time we come here, it just has this certain vibe to it. Good morning, beautiful people. We have made it to our first airport of 3 over the next 24 hours. We are in the Bali International Airport. It's really nice actually. And we have a lounge. We actually only have one lounge access in this airport, and it's the Concordia Lounge. We get this one with Priority Pass through our American Express credit card. So we'll go check it out. We'll give you guys a little tour. If you have it, you can kind of see what to expect, I guess.
They don't sell alcohol and you can't smoke.
Okay. Well, it's 7 a.m. and I don't smoke, so that's okay. Terima kasih. Oh, you too. Thank you so much. We've said it in all of our Indonesian videos, but Indonesian people are the best. They're honestly the kindest, happiest people ever. We love them. I'm gonna miss them. Wow, amazing. They have an actual barista in this lounge making actual lattes. But this lounge is actually really nice. It's quite small. There's a few seating options. There's people sitting almost everywhere. So it's a little bit awkward for me to show you. Hello. Can we please have 2 more lattes? And terima kasih. So while I wait for those lattes, I will give you a quick tour of the lounge. It is a very small lounge, but for what it lacks in size, it definitely makes up for in really delicious coffee. There are, you know, your usual seating options, your couches. There's not really any actual desks like tables, but they do have a bar with some plugs and USB ports that we're sitting at. Also the buffet, pretty good if you ask me. Let me show you. They have an assortment of refreshing drinks. They have a ton of delicious looking pastries, which I'm about to indulge in. Lots of fruit and salad, as well as hot meals. Because it is 8 a.m. in the morning at the moment, it's breakfast meals. So they've got some nasi goreng, scrambled eggs, beans, potatoes. They actually have some barbecue chicken as well, not really breakfast, but if you're in Asia, it is, so yeah. And they also have some soup and some congee as well.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Have a good day. Honestly, the cutest.
Yeah.
It's our gate number.
No clue.
That's right.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
The flight from Bali to Singapore is super short. It's only going to take us 2 hours and 40 minutes. So we have booked it on our least favorite budget airline, Scoot. Many years ago, I flew a Scoot flight from Vietnam to Australia. It was one of the worst flights of my life. Hello. Sorry, 3060. Thank you. So we're gonna settle in for the next 2.5 hours. It's gonna be no takeoff or landing footage. So
See you in Singapore.
see you in Singapore. Thank you. 19-hour layover. Let's go. That was the fastest customs we've ever been through.
Literally just walked.
We literally just walked in and we are now in the main shopping mall area of Singapore Changi Airport.
Yay!
So obviously the first thing we're gonna do, I love it so much.
What's amazing thing is that just a few weeks ago we were at a waterfall and I was like, that looks so much like the jewel in Changi airport. And now we're here and it definitely looks like it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And it still blows me away every single time. We have checked in to the Hotel Air and we're very excited to be staying here because it's right in Singapore Changi Airport, which means tomorrow when we have to wake up early for our flight, there's no like trains or taxis or worrying about getting here because we're already in the airport, which is amazing. Ah, I love it.
This is really cool.
Oh my god, it smells so good in here.
It does.
It smells like fresh Asian laundry. This is awesome.
This really is like a spaceship.
I feel like I'm in the future, honestly. This is so cool. Oh my god. And that's the Hotel Air, but we're not here to stay in this room, so let's go to Singapore. We could easily spend our entire layover just here exploring, which we've actually done before. So after this video, definitely go and check that video out as well, because this airport is amazing. But we really want to get into Singapore today. There's some things we want to do. Right, so one of the coolest things about coming for a short layover in Singapore is that the transport is so easy. You can get on the MRT, which is the train, and you just need your debit or credit card and you tap right on.
And after a good, how long, 45 minutes? We are at Raffles Place. Needless to say that if you're trying to do as much as we are doing in this vlog and make the most of your layover, wear comfortable shoes because there's a lot of walking involved. We're in the city! Oh my god, what a contrast to Indonesia this is.
We have a short walk to the hawker center we're going to. We're heading to Maxwell Food Center. Done my research. Apparently it's one of the best. I've also been there before, so I can vouch for it. A short walk later and we have made it to the Maxwell Food Center. If you just go on Google Maps and you search Maxwell Food Center, it will come up. It's super easy to find. I've looked up the best food to eat here and I have 2 dishes that we are going to try. So let's go see if we can find them. So there are like 6 rows of food because each is like back to front, each stall, and so there's so many food options. But because we've kind of come at a weird time, it's not lunchtime, it's not dinner time, I can see a few of them are closed. So I hope the ones that we want to go to are open. You want some
So many good
fish
things.
head bihun?
No, I want some more chicken satay.
You want some satay? Actually, the smell in here is incredible. It smells so good. So unfortunately, this is the food stall that we wanted to try Singapore's signature dish, which is the Hainanese chicken rice, but it's closed. But this is the one that has been recommended to me and that I really wanted to try. Luckily, Hainanese chicken rice is not hard to find because it's Singapore's signature dish, and there's another stall open just down there. That's interesting. Whilst we're waiting in line, I'm just reading the newspaper clippings they have on the window of this shop. And the chicken rice that we wanted to get at the original stall that was closed, this stall was actually opened by the ex-chef of that place.
Ooh yeah. 250 Malaysian sugar cane.
So this is Singapore's signature dish. It is called Hainanese chicken rice, and I believe the chicken is poached and then they put some sort of like brown sauce on top, And then on the side, they've also given us this chili sauce, and she added something else in there that I think was like a brown sticky sauce. So maybe like a Worcestershire, who knows, honestly, maybe a sticky soy sauce, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna mix that brown sauce into the chili, and then I'll just put, I don't want it to be too spicy, you know? It is time to take a little bite of this amazing dish. Hopefully, we'll see. Like dissolve in your mouth tender. I just took such a big bite and that was amazing. This sauce that she's given us to put on top, so good. A little bit spicy, but the perfect amount of spicy, and I have no idea what the black part of it is. It must be some kind of sweet soy sauce or something. But wow, actually I could add more of that sauce. It's really, really good. This is
fire.
Oh yes, there's no line.
Wow.
Awesome. So our next dish had a huge line earlier, and now there's no line. So hopefully, no more? Okay, thank you.
Dang it.
Oh no, that is twice we've been thwarted. Now we have to actually make a decision. I'd already made my decision.
It's so hard for Jacqueline.
Okay, I found the same dish but a different vendor, so I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. Can I have the char siu rice? Medium. Thank you.
So as you may know, Singapore is popular for this conglomeration of different cultures, such as Asians and Chinese and also Indians. And I love Indian cuisine. Now I didn't get a full curry, I just wanted a little bit of an appetite. And this was $4.50 for those huge samosas.
Wow.
It's already not what I wanted, but she didn't have it, so we compromised to that. Just some good old potato, some good spices though, clove, curry, good stuff.
I got the char siu rice, which is pork belly and with rice. Came with all these sides, and a sweet black sauce, a chili sauce, and a lot of ginger. But I'll just taste it on its own to begin with. Really tender, really sweet meat, which is amazing. I love like sweet pork, which is so good, but it doesn't have that like chewy kind of pork belly texture. So how I would describe it is delicious, but not the best pork belly I've ever had in my life. If you like sweet pork or sweet meat, then this is definitely the dish for you, which means it's probably not the dish for Max. We really wanted something sweet after our meals, and there wasn't really any desserts that we could see. I don't know if we just missed them or they're just not open, but we got this sweet iced tea. This is just called tea, and I believe it's made with condensed milk because that's what the sign says. That was such a fail. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
As Jacqueline and I are making our way to our next very popular attraction. It is a rush hour here in Singapore, and we're seeing so many people going on their life, finishing work and all that. And we are reminiscing the day where we used to have corporate life and jobs.
We lived in a city.
We lived in Sydney and everything. But now, like, I don't know if you can see, but all those people behind us are finishing work and we're walking the other way. This is like the perfect analogy of the life we chose, and we're very grateful for it. So we want to say a big thank you for everyone that watches those videos and that helps us support the channel by subscribing and all that. Just realizing how far we've come and how much we still have to go, but how grateful we are to be where we are today. This is our third time in Singapore with our travels. So grateful to be doing what we're doing. Now, I have a question for anyone that is living in Singapore, that's from Singapore. Why, out of all the cities in Asia, you have scooters everywhere, but here there are barely any scooters? If anyone in the comments wants to let me know why Singapore has so little scooters, I would love to know.
Ah, there it is. We have made our way. A nice digestive walk over to Marina Bay Sands. First up, gotta go find the Merlion. He is iconic. And then after that, we are here because every single night Marina Bay Sands puts on a light and water show. And even though this is, I think, our 4th time to Singapore, Max and I have never seen it. So we've made the effort, we've come here, we're here to see it. Honestly, Singapore is such a nice city. It is a city, and usually for Max and I, we're not really city people. We prefer outdoorsy places.
The jungle.
But Singapore is one of those cities that every time we come here, it just has this certain vibe to it that like makes you excited, makes you want to explore and do things. And yeah, we just really love that about Singapore. It's one of the cities that we really, really do love. There's few of them, but this is definitely up in the top 3. There's otters? Where? Oh my god, I had no idea that there are otters in the bay here. We've just walked past and there's a sign that says that this area is a breeding site for smooth-coated otters. I had no idea. There he is!
Now you'd think that since this is our 3rd time in Singapore, we wouldn't do the usual things and find something else to do. But Singapore is just so iconic.
It is.
That you gotta do the same things over and over again because you want to see it again because it's so iconic.
You never get sick of it. So we realized by looking on Google Maps, our source of knowledge, that directly across the bay from us is where the water and light show occurs. So I think we're gonna actually stay here and watch it from the other side of the bay. I don't know if that's a huge mistake or not, but it's right there and the bay's not that big, so I think it should be okay. Either this is a big mistake and you will learn from our mistake, or we've totally won. I don't know.
Well,
That was cool.
that was cool.
We definitely sat on the wrong side.
We got a beautiful view because we got the overall lights and everything
Yeah.
is magical. But
The effect is lost a little because you're not close enough to fully appreciate it, and there's definitely music going on over there that we can't hear over here. So definitely go to the other side. We didn't find an awesome hack like we thought we did, thinking it would be less crowded. We still get to see the same show.
ooh, it's so cold and cozy. What a great day, short day in Singapore.
And the best, nicest part is that we get to come back and have a proper sleep in a proper... All these sheets are so nice. No, this is not it.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm an old person. You know how they
No.
have those robotic beds to get in and out of bed?
Oh my god, such a good bed. Oh yeah,
Still going.
still going. Full flat. First class, baby.
I actually kind of like it.
Ah,
I think that's it.
nice.
We don't often get access to a gym, so even though it is 5 a.m. and we were out a little bit later last night, we made ourselves get up. We're gonna do a good workout. We had an amazing sleep here in this room. Highly recommend, honestly. The bed was so comfortable. But now it's time to go. We have a flight to catch. Let's go. That was the fastest layover ever. 19 hours is honestly no time at all to spend in Singapore, but it is nice to get just a little bit of a taste of it. And because there are so many layovers in Singapore, if you are traveling this part of the world, then it's well worth staying here and checking it out, because honestly, I love Singapore. I just love it. If you enjoyed this video, we've actually filmed another Singapore layover, but we stayed in the airport and we did not leave. And there are so many fun, cool things to do here in this airport. So if you're not planning on heading into the country, make sure you go check out that vlog next. We'll link it here.
Bye guys.
Bye.